was about 10 years ago when I first watched what I considered to be the greatest television show of all time, The Office. Now, The Office took what was usually mundane and boring and flipped it into something that was pretty hilarious and memorable. The Office could make me laugh louder than a howler monkey, but it could also tug at my heartstrings like those ASPCA commercials. Now, I think the main grab about The Office is that it's so relatable. There's actually an example of a commemorative speech in the show. Now, Dwight, one of the salesmen, is getting an award for being such an exceptional salesman. And Jim, his desk mate, who likes to play pranks on him, gives him some advice. He tells him to emulate a public speaker that was great. Now, Jim gives him some references but doesn't tell him who the public speaker is. And the public speaker just happened to be the fascist leader of Italy, Benito Mussolini. So when Dwight gets up on the podium in front of all his colleagues and his friends and family, he starts acting like this. He raises his fist and talks about destroying the company's enemies and slams his fist on the desk. Now, don't get me wrong, The Office can be very comedic at times, but can also be very emotional. Some of these emotional moments includes Pam's art gallery, Jim and Pam's wedding, and the last episode, to name a few. But I think the one that takes the cake is Season 7, Episode 21, Goodbye, Michael. Now, Michael, the branch manager, has to leave to go to Colorado with his fiancée, but before he leaves, he wants to have a heartfelt moment between him and every one of his employees. So, as he's doing this, he is learning that he doesn't really want to go. He's scared to go, but in the end, he ends up going because he realizes that it's best for him. I think that this is pretty relatable, like in real life, because at some point we're going to have to leave our friends and families, even if we don't want to. The main point I'm trying to make is that The Office, while fictional, is very relatable to our everyday lives. The Office is like that best friend that I can always come back to, and it's always going to have something relatable. Here's to The Office.